morning move.
Wake up, Montreal.
It's your city.
Your radio station. It's your hit music.
Freeway and Natasha in the morning starts now.
Hey, what's up? It's Freeway Frank. It's coming up to 5:30 on the show. Natasha is away this morning. And I got to say, one of my favorite personalities from Big Brother Canada 2, I invited her on the show. She said yes. She's here this morning. Sabrina Abbate. You can turn on your mic now.
Hello.
Hi, it's very great to see you. Sabrina's ready. It's almost like she's a little like Natasha. She's dressed for television.
Always. You have to always look good.
She has the makeup on. We'll talk to her about this season of Big Brother. And beautiful today, Hanger 29. We're back in a sec. Good morning. Radio, it's Freeway, Natasha in the morning. She's away. And Sabrina Abbate, Levallois, out of the 450, is joining us this morning from Big Brother Canada. She'll be filling in on the Hollywood 360. And she's looking, I'm telling you, it's too bad this is not television because she looks good and made up for TV, even though you're not really made up. You have beautiful natural looks.
Thank you.
You're Italian. You're from Laval. Can we say your age and all that stuff?
Yeah, I'm 25. Why not?
25 years old. And you're ready for... Okay, now that you did Big Brother, what's the next step for you? What do you want to do?
My next step is I'm going to be opening my own hair salon.
Nice.
So I really want to conquer that. But I want to do anything that has to do with TV and getting myself even more out there. Hence why I look like this today.
Right.
Trying to suck up to you, Frank.
Oh. Well, look at Tom.
Hey, Tom.
He's not dressed up.
Do I look nice?
And I'm a schlep.
No, you look good.
So you don't have to worry. You're the best looking one here this morning. There's no doubt about it. All right, so we're looking at a high of about 29 degrees today with a UV index of 9 or over. Will you be suntanning after the show?
Probably.
Getting ready?
I'm going to go get my tan on.
I've always wanted to know on the Big Brother show, when you're outside, okay?
Outside.
How big is the outside part? Not very big, right? Where some people are smoking, some people are just chilling out outside. So you're missing pretty much the sunshine for how many days were you on?
71 days. And you really don't get a lot of sunlight. You don't get a lot of air. And sometimes they love to lock you outside of the outdoors, lock you out for like 6 days one time because we were catching on to the timing, the days. So they tricked us and they locked us out so we couldn't go outside. And we were getting like oranges with vitamin D drops because we were turning into vampires. It was awful.
Well, you know what? We want to find out more behind the scenes about what it takes to put on a show like Big Brother. It's a huge institution in the States. It's on to season 14, I believe, starting in a couple of weeks. But
season
here in
16.
Canada, 16 now?
Yes.
Wow, I lost track. Canada has been up to the second season now, which you were runner-up for, so you won $20,000. John Party finished first. He won $100,000.
Yeah.
And so $20K for you. You could have won it all, but nonetheless, you still won money. Yeah. Finishing third like Netta did was probably the worst position you could finish.
I guess. I'm really happy I won $20,000.
There you go. And we're happy for you. We're proud of you. Much more coming up with Sabrina Abbate. She's joining me this morning. It's Freeway Frank, and it's Big Brother 2. The show ended a few weeks ago, and we'll talk more about it. Coming up behind the scenes and all that. It's 5:41. It's Freeway, and Sabrina in the morning has a nice little ring to it. Natasha is away. She's on holiday. She'll be back on Thursday. So we're just hanging out. We're shooting the S. We're enjoying ourselves. We're teaching Sabrina how to do a bit of radio here in the background. This is your first time doing radio.
Yes, it is.
But it's a radio station and a morning show, you were telling me, unless you were sucking up, that you listen to all the time.
I truly do listen to it all the time. I'm not lying. I'm not in the house anymore. I don't have to lie.
There you go. Exactly. Oh, a lot of lying on Big Brother Canada.
A lot of lying. I'm still taking out a few knives in my back, too.
You know what? We were having a conversation this weekend it was an off-the-record conversation, so we're not going to talk about any specifics of the conversation, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the house that people don't see. And there's a lot of editing done that might paint different people in different light, like TV editing and all that, right? Mm-hmm. So there were times during the show where, let's say because you're associated with somebody like Andrew, who Canada really didn't like, but ends up being a really nice guy.
He's an awesome person. It really, really hurt me to see how he got edited. He has a huge heart. The guy is awesome. And when I got home and I watched it, I was like, what is that? Because I obviously wouldn't associate myself with someone I thought was bad.
Right.
I did walk in the house and created the first 5 in the first 5 minutes, so I wouldn't have known if they were good or bad. But throughout the days, I could have just put myself away from these people, but I decided to stick with them. And Andrew was my closest ally out of the whole first 5. And it's because I loved his heart. So it really, really hurt me to see that he got a bad edit, because I wouldn't associate myself with bad people.
With bad people. And you're not a bad person.
I am not a bad person. I'm a crybaby, but I'm not a bad person.
Yeah, we're going to talk about all the crying on the show later on this morning as well. All right, if people want to reach you and want to become your friends, that has been like going crazy, your social medias. How do they reach you on all of them?
You guys can reach me on Twitter at SabrinaBBCan. Follow me. And on Instagram, Sabrina_Abbate. That's 2 B's and 1 T. Follow me and join the rest of the 8,000 followers.
Nice. And join the movement. Sabrina Abbate on the show this morning. Freeway Frank here. High near 29 today. We'll check the weather fully on the other side. And traffic with Leslie as we get you going here on a Monday morning.
This is your Dormez-vous weather. Today's high is 29 degrees with a UV index of 9 or higher. So grab that boy and go on a nice terrace, enjoy the sun, and eat a nice lunch for me. Overnight, we're going to have a low of 20 because this week we're going to have a lot of showers. So enjoy today because it's going to be a hot, hot day. And we're currently in 17 in Montreal.
It's Freeway Frank, joined by Sabrina from Big Brother Canada. It's her first time doing radio in here this morning. She's in for Natasha. She has the Hollywood 360. Coming up in just a couple of minutes, we'll pop, shop, and drop as well. This morning is Sabrina from Big Brother Canada 2. What's up? How are you?
Good. You
having fun so far?
It's really fun.
Nice, cool. The Champlain Bridge this weekend, we said goodbye to the Super Beam. It was installed 5 months ago to reinforce a crack on the bridge. So I would imagine that since the bridge is off now, things should be good, right, Tom?
Well, it's getting there.
It's good. You know what? They should put up a sign that says that on the bridge.
Nothing's ever that good here.
On est presque là. Getting there on the Champlain Bridge. So there was a crazy 9-hour delay, though, when the bridge did reopen. But we're looking at hopefully a better summer. Yeah, it's getting there. For sure. That's the line this morning. 5:53 Freeway, Natasha in the morning, Sabrina here. We'll check the weather in a second. Hollywood 360, you're ready to do it? We've been working on some of your stories.
I'll try.
Yeah. What do you got coming up on the Hollywood 360?
I have a real fun fact about why Rob Kardashian really left Kim's wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And a little story about Miley Cyrus, what happened to her house when she was away. Not really fun when she came home, too.
Okay, that's all coming up. Hollywood 360 this morning. It's Monday. By the way, L.A., the Kings won in overtime. An amazing game last night. So, you know, I'm gonna bitch about this for a bit, just a couple of seconds. That could have been a Montreal, L.A. 1993 Stanley Cup final revisited, but it will be. What a series. The New York Rangers against the L.A. Kings beginning later on this week. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, go Kings, go. 5:54.
Dormez-vous weather, high of 29 degrees, hottest day of the summer so far, UV index of 9 or higher. Tonight's low is going to be of 20 degrees. Currently in downtown Montreal, we're at 17.
Music to make your morning move.
Wake up, Montreal.
It's your city.
Your radio station. It's your hit music.
Freeway and Natasha in the morning.
Good morning. I'm Freeway Frank. It's coming up to 6 o'clock. Tash is away this morning from Big Brother Canada 2. Sabrina Abbate has her Hollywood 360 coming up in just a couple of minutes. Later on this morning, it's Pop, Shop, and Drop. She did a lot of crying on the show, but you won't be crying here this morning. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good morning. And good morning. Natasha is away from Big Brother Canada 2 and Lavallois from the 450. Sabrina's doing the Hollywood 360 this morning, one of the house guests who finished runner-up on the show. Good morning. It's great to have you here.
Good morning, Frank. Thank you for having me.
And you love Hollywood stuff. So when I told you that you were going to do the Hollywood 360, not only do you listen to Natasha doing it, you were like, I can't wait to do it. So.
I was so excited. I am like a Hollywood starlet at heart. So I was really excited. I know more about the celebrities than they do.
There you go. And what happened this week? So Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, this weekend, Miley Cyrus was away from her LA pad, and basically her assistants went to her house to see if everything was okay, and everything wasn't okay. So she called the LAPD, and they went over, and they realized that she was right. It just so happens a man and a woman had jumped the fence and broke into her garage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They stole her beautiful jewelry that's worth a lot of money, but worse, they left with her $102,000 white Quattroporte Maserati.
That hurts. You know what? They should have taken the hot dog or the tongue.
Yeah.
No one would have missed those.
Yeah. Or that suit she was wearing.
What else was happening this
Well,
week?
I'm interested in this just because I'm a makeup artist, as you all know. Kim Kardashian's wedding was 2 weeks ago, and she was wearing these beautiful false lashes. And no one really notices because her lashes are so beautiful, but they were from her Kardashian beauty collection. And because of that picture that was taken of just her face, it's crazy. Sales went up by 48%.
That's not
over that weekend only.
That's incredible. 48%. So just because she wore those at the wedding, you're saying?
Exactly.
Amazing.
So she was photographed in them, and there's this one beautiful shot of her and Kanye, and you really see how beautiful her eyelashes are. And basically, she said it, I'm wearing Kardashian collection, her beauty line, and $13 lashes. So went up by 48%. Not too shabby.
That's
She's more than just beauty. She's brains too.
Keeps cha-chinging. And finally, is it her brother?
Her brother. So sad. Basically, he shows up to France to get to her wedding that was going to be the Saturday in Florence, and he arrives Friday night from LA, and he realizes that he's not feeling too well. But it's not because of his weight. It's because Kim accuses him of selling negative stories to the paparazzi for the last couple of months. Apparently, Kim and Rob have not been talking for the last couple of months, and she's upset with him because he's not doing anything about his weight, and she feels like he's lazy. So when he got to France, he was moping around the hotel, and she told him, go sightsee, go do something. Well, they exchanged words, and she jabbed at his weight. She mentioned this negative story selling that he was doing, which is false. So it really hurt his feelings because not only is he dealing with his insecurities about his weight, he has to hear this false story from his sister, you know? And he would never do something like that. If you guys watch the show, you see how Rob is really a family guy.
So did he end up going to the wedding?
No. He ends up crying, and he literally left back to LA that night. Really, really sucks for him. He didn't make it to his wedding.
And that's your Hollywood 360 with Sabrina Abbate of Big Brother Canada. Great job. In for Natasha this morning.
Stormy view weather. Today's high, 29 degrees. A UV index of 9 or higher. Tonight's low is going to be 20 degrees. And enjoy today because the rest of the week looks like showers. Currently downtown Montreal, 17 degrees.
I thought you were going to say because the rest of the week looks like showers. I was like, oh my, she spent too much time in the Big Brother house. It's Sabrina Abbate, runner-up in this year's Big Brother 2. She joins me this morning. That's the voice you're hearing.
Hello,
in
Montreal.
for Natasha. She's a Montrealer. She's from Laval. And we're going to ask her next. You're not going to want to miss it. Whether you're a fan of the show or not, how real is reality television? We'll answer that and ask Sabrina next.
I'm hurt. Okay, talk to me. Because I like you. That's why it hurts. Mm-hmm. If it was anybody else, because I was honest with you and I was nice to you and I opened my arms to you and I told you you're like Andrew, why would you do that to me?
You're still going, by the way. That is Sabrina from Big Brother Canada 2 from this year. Anytime you tune into the show, she was crying, it seemed. But it made for great television. It's Freeway and Natasha in the morning. She's away. Sabrina is co-hosting the show this morning. Let me ask you straight up. First of all, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Frank.
Is this fun for you to be here?
This is so fun. I love this.
So how real is reality television? All those meltdowns that you had. It's funny because if you do a search on Sabrina crying, it comes up as one of the biggest meltdowns in the history of Big Brother. When you were crying and all that, was it getting to you, the fact that you were stuck in the room with all these crazy people? Because it takes a certain type of person to be in there. And do you cry like this even when you're at home?
No, and I look like a manic depressive. I watched it and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. But I realized, like, it was really hard in there, and sometimes like my emotions completely got to me because instead of yelling or screaming like an Italian person at home, I couldn't do that because they would evict me. So I would cry. So my stress would come out by crying, and it's really, really difficult. Especially I would feel so guilty. There were so many lies, so much hypocrisy, so much backstabbing, especially when it's people that you care about that you end up growing these bonds with in the house. It really, really, really got to me. So it's hard.
When you came into the house, one of the first things that you did, you were responsible. Now, if you're not a fan of the show Big Brother, they form alliances. That's what they do on the show. So people play with people. Other people don't know they're together. And it makes it a better strategy, I guess, to remain in the house when you have people looking out for you.
Yeah.
Sabrina started a very cool alliance called the First Five. You were responsible for that. The first 6 weeks of the show, you were on fire. You were like, I was like, she's going to win this. She was on fire. And then things slowed down a bit. Other people took over.
Well, yeah, my whole alliance got evicted one by one.
And there were a lot of people in your alliance, including Andrew, who was put on the block by Canada alongside you, pretty much translated into Canada doesn't like you.
Nope.
So that must have hurt you because, and it hurt me as somebody who was a fan of yours, because I was like, well, I could tell she's not a bad person, but she's on there because Andrew was not liked and you had associated yourself with him. Did that hurt you when Canada put you up?
It really hurt me because I wanted to make a risky move, making an alliance with five people, four of who I never knew. And one of those people was Andrew. And you know what? It turned out that he was getting looked at as this bad guy, and he's not. So you know what? When Canada won HOH, basically,
Head of household,
I knew instantly, because none of the house guests knew that I was in this first five alliance, but I knew that it was me and Andrew going up. I knew the type of game I was playing, a strategic, strong game, and he was playing this physical, competitive game, and I knew that Canada wasn't going to like that.
No.
I knew we were going up. But you know what? It made me push harder.
How real is reality television?
I'm going to tell you, Big Brother is pretty real. There's nothing that they manipulate. I mean, it is what it is. You either win the competitions or you don't. You get put on the block by your house guests, you get evicted, and you leave.
I often wondered, are people walking around the house that are technical staff and producers, or do you really not see anybody? You only hear them?
Not at all. All you do is see the same faces every day, 14 to 3 to
Right.
2. And you don't see anybody. And you don't hear anything. It's 99% automated voices unless we're in the diary room. And at that, they address us as Big Brother is telling you this. Like, there's no names, there's no people, there's no faces. It's just us. So it's enough to drive you crazy.
What did you miss the most?
What did I miss the most? My family, clearly. I miss my dogs. I miss my family. Weird enough, I didn't care about my cell phone. So I was like, oh, it's not so bad.
Well, that's funny because that's all you've cared about since you walked in here at 5:30.
I have social media I need to keep up with. Okay,
All right,
Frank?
that's the excuse. It's Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada 2. She's joining us here this morning, and she'll be doing the Hollywood 360 as well, in for Natasha.
Traffic works well. No serious delay on north or southbound to carry, but the Champlain Bridge is now starting to slow down around Peltier Boulevard. Get 2.5% interest on new deposits and up to $150 in bonuses with Tangerine. Visit tangerine.ca/bonus 150. Tangerine, forward banking. Leslie on Virgin Traffic.
Dormez-vous weather. Today's high, 29 degrees. Most beautiful day of the summer so far. UV index of 9 or higher. Tonight's low is of 20 degrees, and the rest of the week looks like showers. Currently downtown Montreal, 17 degrees.
It's Freeway Frank. Natasha is away for the next couple of days. That's Sabrina Abbate, the voice of the runner-up on this year's Big Brother Canada 2. Much more coming up. But first, Calvin Harris. Here's Summer. We have Demi Lovato tickets later on this morning. Freeway Frank, and Natasha is away. She's on a well-deserved holiday, and we did this a couple of years ago. We had celebrity co-hosts on the show. Different people come in, comedians to actors, and we've even had a couple of calls from Montreal Canadians and stuff like that. So PK Subban was on the show also at some point. We thought, you know what? She's a Montrealer. She's technically, we're going to be upsetting the people in Laval because Laval is separate from Montreal, right? But it's a suburb. So she's Lavallois. And she's Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada 2, the runner-up on this year's show. Won $20,000 for finishing second. Played a great game. Whether you like the show, Big Brother, or not, I thought she had a great personality on the show when she wasn't crying and all that, but that made her personality. You were fun to watch.
Thank you.
On the screen. So, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to get you in here. You're a Montrealer, and we're going to get you to do all of Natasha's work this morning.
Well, and Natasha's work is awesome, so thank you, Frank.
Oh, no problem. Are you enjoying things? The only difference here this morning is Sabrina, very much like my fiance, takes pictures, nonstop selfies and pictures for her social media sites. How can they follow you if they want to do that this morning?
You guys can follow me on Twitter at SabrinaBBCan. On Instagram, Sabrina_Abbate, ABBATE. And on Facebook is my name, Sabrina Abbate.
You know what's wild about this is you came on, I guess they freeze the social media sites during the show. Is that true? Because I was looking for you during the show and I couldn't find you.
No, they took everything away.
They took everything away. So the minute it comes back on, Sabrina comes back on, she has literally under 1,000 followers. Bam, that's up to like over 5,000 on Twitter. She has no one on Instagram. Bam, she's close to 8,000 people on Instagram. It's pretty wild. That must make you feel good.
It's really crazy. It's really fun to see, especially like when you come home from solidarity confinement.
Because it really is.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God. And like You get all these notifications. I was so excited every time my phone went off.
It really is like being in jail.
Yeah, it's like being in jail with a good cook because I was a cook.
Oh, you were cooking for... I noticed that.
Yeah.
So you're doing some of your Nana's recipes?
That's right.
And all
I
that?
was making Nonna proud at the
Nice.
house.
What was the number one thing you made that everybody liked?
Everyone loved my pulled pork sandwiches, but they also love my pasta.
You make pulled pork sandwiches?
Oh, yes, I do. I also make a lot more than that, Frank.
We'll be making some visits to Laval soon.
No
It's
problem.
6:44. Freeway Natasha in the morning with Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada. We're coming right back, and we have Demi Lovato. You're a Demi Lovato fan?
I'm a huge fan.
Very
Give the
cool.
tickets to me.
Okay, well, you might have to call up. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to give you a shot at those. That show's coming up in October. Demi Lovato, it's a pair of tickets, October 19th at the Bell Center. And again, sometime this morning, we'll give you a shot at that. Plus, Sabrina has your Hollywood 360 up ahead. So, red lights, Freeway, Natasha is away. Sabrina Abbate, Big Brother Canada 2, runner-up, is on the show this morning. She's a Montrealer, so she's joining us. She'll be doing the Hollywood 360 as well. Now, people hear Demi Lovato in the background. They know what we're about to do. Before that, I'm going to ask you, now in the Big Brother house, the minute a house guest like yourself, might start singing a song out loud that is known, you're not allowed. They tell you to stop because they would have to pay royalties to the artist if any song comes on. But let's say you're listening to something in your headphones, which I saw you dancing for 15 minutes one morning.
No, you didn't.
Big Brother After Dark. What would you be listening to on that?
I'm a huge Britney Spears fanatic, so whenever you see me in that gray sweater, that's what I'm dancing to.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Or some Beyonce and some Michael Jackson. I love Michael. So that's what I dance to. I love it.
It was cool. And how long after? Then I didn't see you wear the headphones anymore.
Yeah, no, because after week 6, I hated everyone, so I wasn't allowed to listen to their iPod.
Oh, I got it. All right, Freeway Frank.
Dormez-vous weather. Today's high 29 degrees with a UV index of 9. Overnight low of 20 degrees. And the rest of the week looks like showers. Currently 17 degrees in downtown Montreal.
It's Freeway Frank and Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada, house guest number. What were you, the part of the first 5, obviously, that walked in, and you were runner-up. You won $20,000 on the show, and you're filling in for Natasha this morning, and you've been taking phone calls, Sabrina.
Yeah. And I have Gabrielle on the line.
Gabrielle, caller number 9. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Gabrielle, you're the 9th caller. You're going to see Demi Lovato.
Thank you so much.
What are you doing this morning?
Oh, I just woke up. My dad just woke me up to call in for the Demi Lovato
Oh,
ticket.
there you go. Well, enjoy your day.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And
Have fun.
Sabrina's your lucky charm, by the way.
Thank you, Sabrina.
You're welcome. Have so much fun. I love Demi.
Yay.
Enjoy the show, and we'll have pairs every single day this week on the Freeway Natasha Morning Show. Good morning, it's Freeway Frank, and joining us in for Natasha this morning, Big Brother Canada 2, runner-up from this past season. She's from Laval. It's Sabrina Abbate. Good morning, and you're a Hollywood fan, too.
Good morning, Frank. Yes, I am a huge Hollywood fan.
So this comes natural.
Oh, yes.
So what happened over the weekend? Miley Cyrus, her home was broken into?
Yeah, she was away, actually, and her assistant went to her house just to check up on things to see if everything okay. And it wasn't okay. She knows there was something wrong. She called LAPD, and it just so happens that a man and a woman had jumped the fence, and they broke into her garage. They stole all kinds of jewelry and left.
She keeps her jewelry in the garage?
Well, no. They went
house.
into the house, Frank.
I was like, okay, well, better hide the jewelry then.
Well, no, the garage was for the Quattroporte Maserati that
boy.
they stole.
They took that too.
Yeah, that was pretty awful.
Terrible.
Yeah. So that was with Miley. And then this weekend also, runner-up for the LA Clippers to be bought is the ex-CEO, Steve Ballmer. He offered a $2 billion cash deal, and he was basically not looked at as a buyer, and now he's front of the line.
So he's a front runner to buy
Yeah.
so that's like, how much? $1 billion, $2
Well,
billion?
$2 billion bucks, but he's worth $20 billion.
Okay, so pocket change.
Pocket change for the guy.
And finally,
Ann B. Davis. I don't know if anybody knows the Brady
there's
Bunch.
a story about a man named Brady.
I'm a huge Brady Bunch fan.
You are?
Yeah, I loved the Brady Bunch when I was a kid.
You're pretty young, so.
Well,
they were on reruns, obviously.
come on, it was really good. I watched Nick at Night.
So she passed away?
She passed away. The poor lady went to the washroom. She hit her head because she fell, and she never regained consciousness.
sad.
It was so sad because she was 88 years old, and she was apparently in really good health, and she passed away. It was really sad.
A classic TV show, The Brady Bunch, and we'll remember her. 7:12 in the Freeway and Natasha Morning Show. Sabrina Abbate, Big Brother Canada, is here this morning. We'll talk more about the show And when Sabrina wasn't crying on the show, she had a couple of meltdowns, including what Big Brother fans are calling the biggest meltdown in the history of the show. And if you missed it, we'll have a clip and we'll talk about it coming up. Virgin Radio.
Dormevu weather. Today's high, a beautiful 29 degrees with a UV index of 9. Overnight low, a muggy 20 degrees. And the rest of the week, showers. Currently downtown Montreal weather, 17 degrees.
It's Freeway and Natasha in the morning. She's away. Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada 2 joins us this morning. She's been doing a great job. Thank you so much for being on the show. We're not done yet. We have lots coming up, including Pop, Shop, and Drop. And you'll be able to spin the wheel and possibly see Bruno Mars. It's Freeway. Natasha's away this morning. Joining us from Big Brother Canada 2 is Sabrina Abbate, the second to last house guest to leave the home, the Big Brother house. She won $20,000. They paid you already, obviously.
Oh, yes, they did.
So that's nice. Came in
Yes,
handy.
very nice.
Worse than that would have been worse as bubbling Big Brother and finishing third like Netta from Vancouver, who, by the way, I was not a fan of. Maybe she's a nice person,
She's
but
a nice person.
I was definitely hoping it was going to be either you or John. I was a fan of both, and I'm glad that you finished second.
Thank you.
Now, on the show, always wanted to be on Big Brother. So many Montrealers were, auditioning for the show. You were one of the first people to audition here in Montreal. You went at 5:30?
Yeah, I was number 24. I was there at 5:30 in the morning. My best friend Pat brought me, and I basically did my audition. 30 minutes later, I was called back.
The cool thing about this show, the good thing about this show is you're on, the rest of Canada. It's almost like you're not acting. You're a real person.
Yeah.
You're on a show, but you're on a TV show for 71 days. You took it all the way to the end. But one of the bad parts about the show is everybody sees you for who you are. Can you imagine? Cameras were following you around 24 hours a day, and people got to see the real side of Tom, our producer, the real side of Freeway Frank, the real side of you listening in right now in your car. It's kind of scary. It's kind of crazy. They're calling this one of the worst meltdowns in the history of Big Brother, whether it's USA, whether it's across the pond, whether it's Canada. Tell us, set this up. What happened when you freaked out here?
Well, Adele just nominated me and my best friend Rochelle. We were the Gremlins. He put us on the block, and his eviction speech was like a Days of Our Lives performance. It was insane.
By the way, he was not, everything he said in that speech, he
Yeah, it was
kind of
a
winked at the camera. He knew that. He just wanted to really upset both of you.
Well, he won.
Yeah.
It was so annoying
Right.
because what he said wasn't true, so I was even more angry. So I went to the backyard to breathe because in that moment, for the first time, I don't cry. I go and comfort Rochelle.
Right.
But then I make my way to the backyard and I lose my Italian marbles.
And again, to set it up, you and Rochelle were part of an alliance called, you were together, playing the game
The
together,
Gremlins.
the Gremlins. Very cute. Two girls, part of this alliance. So here's the meltdown. I love this moment. When this happened and I was watching, I was like, oh no.
Honestly, man, I just wanted to make good TV. I'm like, okay. Well,
There's making good TV.
Yeah.
And there's crossing lines. That's good TV. Really? You want good TV? Does everybody want good TV? Is that what they want?
supposedly. Show you good TV.
And you did show us good TV, Sabrina. You did a good job. Thankfully, you were on a couple of specific personalities on the show, made it better to watch.
Oh, thank
this year.
you.
It was a lot of fun. So you're okay now? Everything's calm?
Yeah,
Is
I'm
that the way
good.
you freak out in Laval when somebody parks in your spot
No,
outside?
I swear to God, I'm
Okay.
normal.
All right. Sabrina Abbate is here from Big Brother Canada 2. She's sitting in for Natasha. She has the Hollywood 360 up ahead, and it's Freeway Frank waking you up. It's a gorgeous morning in Montreal. We're looking at a high of about 29 degrees, and Pop, Shop, and Drop. It's straight up. Joining us this morning in for Natasha is a very lovely, got to say, it's been nice getting to know you. I feel like I know you already because we're similar. You're Italian. You're from Laval. and-
Paisans.
yeah, for sure. And Sabrina from Big Brother Canada 2, who I thought played a great game. She ended up second on the show, won $20,000. Not too bad. So does that mean you work now, or it
Yes, I
takes
work.
some time off?
No time off. I'm working. I'm continuing doing my hair and makeup, opening a hair salon.
You are? Where? Do we
It's
know?
going to be in Laval.
Nice.
And it's going to open hopefully by August. I'm in the works for that.
And by the way, Sabrina is very good at doing makeup, and this is from a guy who doesn't know anything, and I could tell by watching the show. When I was watching Big Brother, I look over at my fiancée, Steph, both big fans of the show, and I was like, She does makeup. You think she's doing everybody else's makeup? And you were.
I was doing the whole entire house's hair and makeup all the time. I cut John's hair. The evolution of him was me. How he left the house was me.
Do you know what you're going to call the business yet?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we're not going to ask. We can't talk about it yet.
No, not yet. It's getting incorporated today.
Oh, very nice. Well, congratulations. We'll pop the champagne with Sabrina. What kind of TV shows? You were on Big Brother, but what kind of TV shows do you like?
I love reality television.
Nice.
I'm a huge fan of Big Brother, obviously, and Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but I love Pretty Little Liars and American Horror Story.
Oh,
it's
good taste.
Something I've been catching up on since I've been outside of the insane asylum.
Very cool. Is that that's what they should call it?
Well, that's what I call it, trust me.
It just attracts some crazy people, that TV show.
Hence myself.
No, you're right in my book. 7:40. It's Freeway Frank. We have Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada joining us in for Natasha this morning, and she's going to be working on the Hollywood 360. Next, we play Pop, Shop, and Drop. It's your chance to head over to the Riviera Maya in Mexico, possibly see Bruno Mars in Vegas with a 2K shopping spree, or jump out of a plane, or see Maroon 5 at Centre de la Nature, right in your neighborhood in Laval.
Fun.
Sabrina, all coming up. We'll play in 10 minutes. Frank, Sabrina from Big Brother Canada 2 is filling in for Natasha. Hollywood 360 is coming up in just a second. We have caller number 9 this morning for Pop, Shop, and Drop, and it's David.
Yes.
David, what's up? How are you?
Good. Yourself?
Good, good. You having a good morning so far?
Oh, yeah, especially now.
All right, you ready to pop, shop, or drop?
Let's do it.
We're going to spin the wheel. By the way, you watched Big Brother, so you're a fan of the show?
Yes.
Say hi to Sabrina. She's here.
Hi, Sabrina. Congratulations for everything.
Hi, thank you.
$20,000, not too shabby for Big Brother 2. And you could get a lot of stuff here, including tickets to see Maroon 5. You could shop for $100 or drop out of a plane, David. And even more importantly, see Bruno Mars in a 2K shopping spree in Las Vegas, or an all-inclusive trip for 2 to the Hard Rock Hotel in the Riviera Maya, Mexico. Sound good?
Fantastic. Let's do it.
Good luck.
We're going to get Sabrina to spin that wheel. You ready?
Okay.
Spin it up. We actually have a wheel. Drop. David, have you ever jumped out of a plane before?
No.
Okay, well, you'll be jumping out of a plane thanks to our friends
Oh, my God.
over at Skydive Voltige. More at voltige2001.net. And your grand prize, if you win it, Las Vegas, seeing Bruno Mars, 2K shopping spree, and an all-inclusive trip to Riviera Maya, Mexico, could be yours from Transat Holidays, your vacation people, Globex 2000, because cash is accepted everywhere. And again, our friends at Skydive Voltige. And by the way, our grand prize, we've extended it one more week to get more people in. You could be getting all that next week, David. How does that sound?
Oh, sounds fantastic.
Meanwhile, you'll be jumping out of a plane. Maybe you want to do tandem with Sabrina.
Yeah.
Don't forget to do the sign of your cross before you jump out, eh?
Oh, that's always reassuring. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, David.
Bye, Sabrina.
Hang on.
Stormy VU weather today, a beautiful 29 degrees, a UV index of 9, overnight low of 20 degrees. Rest of the week looks like some showers. Currently in downtown Montreal, 17 degrees.
The lovely voice of Sabrina Abbate, runner-up Big Brother Canada 2 this year, the season that just wrapped up a few weeks ago. It's Freeway Frank. Natasha is away. You've got the Hollywood 360 coming up in just a few minutes. And in the Big Brother house, you're not allowed to listen to music out loud.
Nothing.
Only in the headphones, so people never know what you're listening to. If you could play a song right now or an artist, what would you want to hear?
Oh, Beyonce.
Let's do it. Good morning. It's Freeway Frank. Natasha is away. Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada is here. She has the Hollywood 360. What do you got coming up?
The real reason Rob Kardashian left his sister Kim's wedding.
Oh, okay. You got the scoop on that. I can't wait. Good morning. Natasha is away from Big Brother Canada 2 and Lavallois from the 450. Sabrina's doing the Hollywood 360 this morning, one of the house guests who finished runner-up on the show. Good morning. It's great to have you here.
Good morning, Frank. Thank you for having me.
And you love Hollywood stuff. So when I told you that you were going to do the Hollywood 360, not only do you listen to Natasha doing it, you were like, I can't wait to do it. So.
I was so excited. I'm like a Hollywood starlet at heart. So I was really excited. I know more about the celebrities than they do.
There you go. And what happened this week? So Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, this weekend, Miley Cyrus was away from her LA pad, and basically her assistant went to her house to see if everything was okay, and everything wasn't okay. So she called the LAPD, and they went over, and they realized that she was right. It just so happens a man and a woman had jumped the fence and broke into her garage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They stole her beautiful jewelry that's worth a lot of money. But worse, they left with her $102,000 white Quattroporte Maserati.
That hurts. You know what? They should have taken the hot dog or the tongue.
Yeah.
No one would have missed those.
Or that suit she was wearing.
What else was happening?
Well, I'm interested in this just because I'm a makeup artist, as you all know. Kim Kardashian's wedding was 2 weeks ago, and she was wearing these beautiful false lashes, and no one really notices because her lashes are so beautiful, but they were from her Kardashian beauty collection. And because of that picture that was taken of just her face, it's crazy. Sales went up by 48%.
That's not
over that weekend only.
That's incredible. 48%. So just because she wore those at the wedding, you're saying?
Exactly.
Amazing.
So she was photographed in them, and there's this one beautiful shot of her and Kanye, and you really see how beautiful her eyelashes are. And basically, she said it, I'm wearing Kardashian collection, her beauty line, and $13 lashes. So went up by 48%. Not too shabby.
That's
She's more than just beauty. She's brains too.
Keeps cha-chinging. And finally, is it her brother?
Her brother. So sad. Basically, he shows up to France to get to her wedding that was going to be the Saturday in Florence, and he arrives Friday night from LA, and he realizes that he's not feeling too well. But it's not because of his weight. It's because Kim accuses him of selling negative stories to the paparazzi for the last couple of months. Apparently, Kim and Rob have not been talking for the last couple of months, and she is upset with him because he's not doing anything about his weight, and she feels like he's lazy. So when he got to France, he was moping around the hotel, and she told him, go sightsee, go do something. Well, they exchanged words, and she jabbed at his weight. She mentioned this negative story selling that he was doing, which is false, so it really hurt his feelings.
So did he end up going to the wedding?
No, he ends up crying, and he literally left back to LA that night. Really, really sucks for him. He didn't make it to his wedding.
And it's 8:11. Thank you so much, Sabrina Abbate, for doing the Hollywood 360. You said you stayed up all night. You didn't go to bed?
No, I was so stressed out. I stayed awake all night, and I came straight here.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, I love it.
Did you practice at all?
No, I didn't practice.
So good.
Oh, yeah, nothing compared to you, Frank.
Michael Jackson. I like the way you said that.
A beautiful day in Montreal today, a high of 29 degrees, UV index of about 9 or lower, overnight low of 20 degrees, and the rest of the week calling for showers. Enjoy today. And currently in downtown Montreal, 17 degrees.
You want to see the Much Music Video Awards in Toronto. We'll be qualifying more of you beginning at 8:25 with 25 hits at 8:25. And Sabrina, you have fans, some people waiting for you outside. So we're going to go say hi to some people here.
That's so cool. Okay, I'm going to go say hi.
I never get those people down.
Oh, come on.
I'm going to come down
and
pretend I'm part of your posse.
I'm saying hi, Frank.
There you go. Tash is away, and I was excited. Invited Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada, big fan of the show, over, and she said, yes, you're kidding, I listen every morning. So except for the 71 days you spent in the Big Brother house at the home in Toronto, right? That's where it's at. And you made it almost all the way. Runner-up, won $20,000, represented Montreal very well. One of my favorite moments, there were two favorite moments from the season. One was your cohort, we're talking of Rochelle. She was part of the Gremlins, your little duo society.
My other half.
That's right. And she ended up doing something in the hot tub, otherwise known as the spa in Quebec. And you noticed something was happening in there, right?
Yes, I noticed something fluorescent yellow. And I was like, what is that, Rochelle?
Who does that in a hot tub?
Well, who does a lot of the things we do in the Big Brother house, you know?
Let's relive that moment.
Do I make sense or am
Yeah,
I
no,
insane?
I don't get what their problem is. So do you think Andrew was with
Did you pee?
Yeah.
Because you see all the yellow. Oh my god, you're so lucky. No one else is in here. You silly goose.
It cleans it.
Oh my god, Rochelle. You are not a girl.
But the worst part, me being a germaphobe, I would have been out of there so quick. You're like, oh, Rochelle, you're still in there.
In my best friend's germs.
Last hour, I mentioned this, and your fan base started to attack me, saying, what is Freeway Frank talking about when I called it the biggest meltdown in the history of Big Brother? That's what a lot of Big Brother fans said it was, not me.
No, it was a meltdown, but they loved it. They said it was the best meltdown. Don't worry, you're forgiven. You're my BFF.
That'll take us out this morning. Sabrina freaking out on the show and making it good TV.
It's like, honestly, man, I just wanted to make good TV. I'm like, okay. Well,
there's making good TV?
Yeah.
And there's crossing lines. That's good TV. Really? You want good TV? Does everybody want good TV?
Oh my God.
Supposedly.
Show you good TV.
Awesome. Loved it. Is that because you had no cafe in the house? No espressos, no caps,
No,
nothing?
that's because I want to kill it.
You just wanted to kill it. Okay.
But I love
Sabrina, it's been great having you this morning. We're not quite done. You're going to check the weather, and it's beautiful in the next few minutes. And we'll also kick off 25 hits at 8:25. Sabrina Abbate from Big Brother Canada 2 this morning.
Thank you, Tom.
So a number of emergency vehicles avoid Highway 20, where we have at least a three-car accident eastbound right before St. Charles. It's in the left-hand lane. So if you're already on the highway around that area, stay to the right. Other problem spots are as you travel on the northbound side of DeCarry, completely filled in, and so are the routes in from the South Shore and Laval. BMW retailers currently offering incredible rates on the 5 and 7 Series certified pre-owned vehicles. Don't miss out to save on the ultimate driving experience. See your BMW retailer today. Leslie, Virgin Traffic.
Dormez-vous weather. Today's high 29 degrees with a UV index of 9 or lower. Overnight low of 20 degrees. The rest of the week's calling for showers. Currently 17 degrees in downtown Montreal.